Hi, this is Frank for Walking for Health and Fitness, and this is show number 6. My goal is to do 52 consecutive weeks, so here we go. In today's weekly walking tips and inspiration, we will cover, I'll have our first inspirational quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. We'll have our first walking tip, January, right? It's the start of the new year. What's your why for the new year? We'll have our sponsor spot. We'll then have recipes by Stacey. Stacey's back this week. Today's background image I'll talk about. Walking tip number 2 is taking 10,000 steps a day necessary for good health and fitness. We have a new feature called STEPS. It's an acronym, and you'll find out more about that. Our walking news is your healthcare provider being proactive? We'll close it out with our last inspirational quote and your next step. On with the show. Now, before we begin, please bookmark the playlist in the links below. And this way you'll have easy access to all my weekly walking tips and inspiration shows. All shows come with the show notes. You can download those, get a quick summary of the whole show. Also, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please click the like button and consider subscribing to Walking for Health and Fitness channel. And click the bell, that's the notification bell down there, so that you'll be updated and told when the next episode is coming up or any other videos that I put out there. YouTube bases their algorithm on likes, shares, notifications, so you'll be helping the show reach a wider audience. Thank you. And our first inspirational quote, all great thoughts are conceived by walking, and that's from Friedrich Nietzsche. Now, you can find this image, this quote image, in the show notes. And also on my website, my Walking for Health and Fitness website, there is a link to a blog post that I did called 40 Inspirational Walking Quotes. It's my top page. It gets hit on a lot every day. So check out all of the quotes on there. And walking tip number 1. What's your why for the new year? To get the most from your walking routine, you must know what motivates you. More importantly, what's your why? Okay, very common question that comes about here. I have more videos on top right there for you to check out. So motivation gets you started, but it's habit that keeps you going. So we hear about motivational speakers, motivational quotes, motivational books, and motivational seminars. But do these people and things really get you motivated? Here are 4 things you can do to help you know your why. Number 1, have a vision. A vision helps us create the future. Number 2, be positive. What you think is what you become. Now, in the description is a link to 3 free audio tracks to help you form a more positive mindset. 3, the right people. Having a positive support group will make all the difference in the world. And by walking, you just may find a whole new set of acquaintances that'll be in your corner cheering you on. Right here is a group I started on Facebook. It's called Your First Walking Group. And it could be your first walking group. If you've never joined a walking group online, it's great. There's inspirational quotes by me, but there's also stories that other walkers share with each other. So we're here to support and motivate you. Check out Your First Walking Group. Number 4 is the plan. All coaches have a plan for their team success, and you should have one for yours. Now, the fun is in the planning. Now, if you were building your dream house, I bet you'd spend countless hours going over every detail of the plans before and during construction. Then you'd hand off the idea to a builder who will follow the blueprint to complete your dream house. Now, isn't building your body, improving your health and fitness, working on your mindset, and increasing your energy levels to facilitate this process more important than building your dream house? You wouldn't build a house without working plans, so why would you undertake the most important building project of your lifetime, your own body, without written details? So you may write out a plan that you want to lose 20 pounds and be able to walk for 1 straight hour without stopping. These are great starts to your plan. The fun in planning is in the details. Now, I love looking at maps and I'm mapping websites such as Google Map Pedometer and Google Earth. The links are in the description. And I plan out my walking routes by looking physically at, where I could be walking in my local area, someplace I can drive to, okay? Where can I park my car? Are there interesting sites or parks along the way? Can I get a good cup of coffee someplace? Okay, those are really important for me. So I usually spend several minutes a day exploring the towns around me, looking for that perfect route that has wide streets, little traffic, and that coffee stop somewhere along the way. Now, this is the fun part of staying in shape. Now, when I plan out how far and where I'll be walking, I'm almost lost in my own head while I plan out these details, and I can't wait to begin this part of the plan, this getting out there and doing the actual walking. Again, in the description, there's links to my 3 free meditation tracks to help you visualize your plan. Also, check out my book, Walking Inspiration. It's a 12-month plan to inspire your health and fitness through walking. It's available through Amazon in both digital and paperback form. Sponsor spot. Now, knowing your why and walking go hand in hand with this week's show sponsor. I began using the Manifestation Miracle program 4 years ago when I was recovering from my back injury. I listened to the audiobook on my rehab walks, and it ignited a ton of ideas about my future. It was during these mind-body rehabs walks, that I call them, that I formulated the plan to start writing and talking about walking. Later on, those plans extended to a website, books, blog posts, audiobooks, and soon my audio program for you to do while walking. If you're looking to start the new year off on a new path, Manifestation Miracle will assist you in starting off on the right foot. The Quick Start Guide within the program is a priceless resource, and it'll quickly getting you on your way to taking action towards your new future. Part of the program is the book and the audiobook, which is uplifting and perfect company on your next walk. Now, I do make a commission on anyone who clicks the link and buys the product. You could also just go right to the Manifestation Miracle website, www.manifestationmiracle.com. But the important point is, this program will assist you in accomplishing your dreams. So, click the link below, check it out, see what you think. And it's back, and it's Recipe by Stacey. Today's recipe is Parmesan pepper roasted veggies with basil. So, download the show notes for the recipe of this great looking dish. And read more about pancakes_Stacey and her great creations. She's on Instagram. Today's background image. Today's background image comes from Round Top, New York. And as you could see, there's a waterfall underneath a footbridge. It's really cool. Now, every summer, my family and I, we take a vacation to Round Top, New York. Now, this waterfall is about a half mile from the resort that we stay at. And usually after breakfast, we walk up the road, get on the pass, and this particular bridge is right there. It's really nice up there. So the water is clear and cold, and the photo opportunity is priceless. Now, do you have an image you'd like to share with the audience? If you do, send me the image, send me a brief description of why it's so important to you, and I'll feature it on one of the episodes coming up. Now, you could send it to frank@walkingforhealthandfitness.com. And as I always say, the link's in the description. And you could also check out my e-magazine. Now, I like taking pictures when I walk, and my e-magazine, Walking Inspiration, contains 2 pages of my images, along with very informative information that I don't necessarily put on my website or in the show. Each issue is about 21 pages long. I release them quarterly. My winter issue just came out. The newsletter is free for all email subscribers. So, click the link below, check out Walking Inspiration, and get that every quarter, dealing with the season that is coming up. Walking tip number 2 is taking 10,000 steps every day necessary for good health and fitness. Now, the research has been established on the health benefits of walking 10,000 steps per day. This figure has been adopted by the World Health Organization, the American Heart Foundation, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services as a daily activity recommendation. Now, I'm going to reference a quote by Jim Rohn. Quote, "The major reason for setting a goal is what it makes of you to accomplish it. What it makes of you will always be of far greater value than what you get." End quote. So, if you fall short of 10,000 steps a day, will it be detrimental to your health? No, of course not, as long as you're getting out walking every day. But having a number, and in this case, the 10,000 steps, front and center in your mind is what's important. Soon you'll be taking a longer route on your next walk or parking your car further away. This way you have to walk a little bit further to get those extra steps in. You'll find a lot of little ways to walk a little bit more. And again, it's just having that 10,000 step in your head, front and center. So it goes back to the last segment of also having a why and having a plan. Soon you'll be walking 10,000 steps without breaking a sweat. Walking 10,000 steps leads to this next segment, which I call steps. Now, to help you along the way, keep the acronym STEPS in mind, STEPS. In this episode, we're going to cover the letter S. Now, from my book, Walking for Health and Fitness, the S stands for shorter, quicker stride. Turnover rate is key to a quicker walking. The more steps you take per minute, the quicker you will walk. Now, think of a car's pistons jumping up and down in the engine there. Walking speed is associated with longevity in older adults, so keep that in mind. Now, you may think that a longer stride will help you walk faster, but this is not the case. Increasing your stride puts your legs in an outstretched position, and it acts like a brake. It kind of slows you down. So if you walk with music playing, choose songs of varying tempos so that you vary your walking speed as you go along on your route. So remember, shorter steps are better. In next week's show, I'll cover the letter T in the acronym STEPS. So ring the notification bell to find out what the T stands for. In this segment of Walking News, does your healthcare provider provide an incentive to stay in shape? Now, starting January 1st, my healthcare provider began offering an incentive to exercise, and it's really simple. If I walk 10,000 steps in a day, 12 times during the month, they'll send $20 directly into my bank account. It's all set up through my phone and through the Help app. I use the iPhone, so through the Apple Health app, the steps match up. When I do the 10,000 steps, I've done it twice already this year, the app gives me a notification that I qualified for that day. So we know the benefits, we know the health benefits of walking the magical 10,000 steps, we'll call them, okay? Improved heart and lung function, reduced body fat, stronger bones, alleviates depression and anxiety, and etc. There's so much more. So finally, healthcare providers are seeing the wisdom of preventive care to keep down long-term healthcare costs. So check with your provider to see if they offer a similar program. If they don't, demand that they do. Okay, my provider is Blue Cross, so point to Blue Cross in New Jersey as an example. Okay, get that done. Save a little money and again, another incentive to get you out walking. Inspirational walking quote number 2 for today's show. Walking is the only form of transportation in which a man proceeds erect, like a man, on his own legs, under his own power. There is immense satisfaction in that. That is by Edward Abbey. And we'll finish the show with your next step. So, walking tip number 1. January, start of the new year. What's your why for the new year? Download again my free meditation tracks and check out my book, Walking Inspiration, to help you develop your 12-month plan. Number 2, make Stacey's Parmesan pepper roasted veggies with basil. You'll love it. Number 3, sign up on my mailing list and get the quarterly e-magazine, Walking Inspiration. The winter issue is out. 4, send me your background image. Tell me the story behind it, and I'll feature it in the show. Number 5, set a goal of 10,000 steps on the days you get out and walk. Just having that thought each day will cause you to take action. And again, if you don't reach the 10,000 steps, that's okay. You're still getting benefits by being out walking. But having that goal to shoot for is that little push that'll get you going. Number 6. Remember our step segment? S stands for shorter, quicker stride when you're walking. 7, ask your healthcare provider if they offer walking discounts as an incentive for proactive preventive care. Number 8, like, share, subscribe to this channel. All these other channels say smash that bell. I'm going to say step on that bell. This way you'll get notifications of when I post new videos. So for more walking information, I've got you covered in my 3 books. Walking for Health and Fitness, Fitness Walking and Bodyweight Exercises. I'll be doing a segment on that in an upcoming show. And the aforementioned Walking Inspiration book. So this is Frank for Walking for Health and Fitness with the weekly walking tips and inspiration, show number 6. Walk on.